Are you an overambitious scheduler and a productivity geek, constantly trying to get more efficient, fit more in your schedule, and keep doing more and more and more and more? What if I told you that's counterproductive in itself? Hello and welcome back to the Deep Dive series on the Being Miraculous podcast. I'm Shweta Shivraman, your self-awareness coach, here to help you ask the right questions. In today's episode, we will break down the notion of busyness. Why is it counterproductive? And reflect on a question to deep dive and be more mindful in our daily lives. Are you ready? In today's hustle culture, busyness is worn proudly as a badge of honor. Many years ago, I wrote a blog post on how busyness must not be equated to productivity, and that remains relevant even today. So if you have not read it, go pick it up. It's available on www.beingmiraculous.com/blogs. Our slash economy and the never-ending race for fame, wealth, and glory keep us on our toes, constantly doing more and more and more. Being busy and always short of time is equated to being successful in our worlds. But is it really? When we are constantly busy, going from one thing to the next without a moment's pause, we are likely to feel burned out and have no sense of accomplishment. We constantly feel scarcity and the lack of time. And the more we focus on its lack, the lesser we have of it. What fun! We become so engrossed in the minute aspects that we lose track of the bigger picture. And the worst part, being busy sucks out all the joy in our everyday lives. When we are busy over time, even the things we love begin to feel like a chore. Eventually, if and when we pause to reflect, we have nothing to show and no clue where we spent our time over the years. So if you find yourself constantly busy, so here's one question to ask ourselves when we are constantly running around. 3 simple words. Busy doing what? What are we so busily engaged in? What is taking all of our time, energy, and attention? Are the activities that consume most of our time and energy our top priorities? When I asked this question myself, I realized I was busy doing irrelevant things. I used to get sucked into the mundane, trivial, apparently urgent tasks that it didn't feature in any of my long-term goals or my top priorities. Why do we do this? 1. We lack clarity on what's most important to us. In which case, our first and foremost job needs to be to identify what our top priorities are. 2. We know what's important, but aren't feeling emotionally secure to do them. So, we procrastinate by keeping ourselves busy, doing other things and exhausting ourselves so that we don't have to face not knowing how to do what's important. This could be the lack of know-how or the fear of not getting it right. I recorded an episode on procrastination and how it's more than time management. If this is you, maybe you can go back to it and delve deeper. Either scenarios, whether it's the lack of know-how or the fear, overwhelms us and stops us from doing what's most important. 3. Our people-pleasing tendencies are high, aka me, and we cannot set boundaries to do what's important for us. 4. Or we're afraid of what's most important. We are so scared of the uncertainties it involves about the chances of failure, and we steer clear from ever thinking about it by keeping our calendars full and excuses loaded. So if that's been your life too in the past few weeks, here's your friendly reminder to pause and check yourself. What are you so busy with? Are they what's most important to you? What's stopping you from prioritizing what's most important? How can you balance your schedule and bring more presence and joy to your day-to-day activities? We need to rewire the thought that laziness or lack of ambition is the opposite of being busy. The opposite of being busy is getting intentional. We can lead more purposeful and fulfilling lives by being deliberate about our choices and actions. In some seasons of life, that could mean being intentionally busy. In this case, though, it becomes a conscious choice that's not compulsive and can make all the difference in the world. Not sure if you're getting it. If you're not, DM me and let's have a conversation around it. Take the time to deep dive and reflect on these questions to ensure you're being intentional in your life, purposeful with your time, and busy only by conscious choice, not by unconscious compulsion. Quoting Oriya Mountain Dreamer from the dance, sometimes I think there are only two instructions we need to follow to develop and deepen our life. She says deepen our spiritual life, but I'm going to take it to mean develop and deepen our life. They are slow down and let go. So slow down, live a little deeper today, and make sure you spend time engaging in what's most meaningful and fulfilling to you. This is Shweta Shivraman signing off, hoping you have a fabulous week ahead.